Hello, good morning. Just waiting to see if this one kicks in. Good morning, good morning. Oh my goodness. Hello, everybody. If you are around, say hello in the chat. Good morning, Valari. Good morning, Faith. Good morning, Nicole. Good morning, Cherie. Good morning, Tammy. Happy Monday, Michelle. Hi, everybody. Okay. Happy Monday. Happy release day. And happy no school November. If you have kiddos or grandkiddos in school, man, good morning, Kim. Man, they are just not in school ever. So is what it feels like. My kiddos are home. So odds that this live stream gets interrupted might be kind of high, but I still wanted to come on and talk about this new release that is now live in my shop. It's ready to go. Good morning, everybody. Betty and Karen and Deborah. Ooh, a rainy day. That actually, I'm not gonna lie, a rainy day sounds kind of nice. It's a little chilly. I'm in the Northern Virginia area, a little chilly right now where we are. It's like, it's time for another cup of coffee, that kind of weather. It might have to be decaf because I'm already hyped up this morning, but it's a little bit chilly, but it is getting hot later this week, which I'm a little bit over by now. Okay. I wanted to come on and be able to talk to you guys about the new release, which is something different this time around, and I'm pretty darn excited about it. So this is the bullet journaling weeklies. I was inspired by several of my Patreon members who love bullet journaling and who have wanted to give it a try, and it can be such a good tool because bullet journaling, the style of bullet journaling is so flexible and can really be adjusted to how you think through your week, to how you think through just how you're working in tracking schedules and all the different things. So I love that. But I also think that staring at a blank page feels very intimidating. And I tried bullet journaling once. I loved it. However, the setup time was kind of extreme for me. So I ended up getting away from it and just kind of going back to more typical planning layouts. All that being said, that's kind of the background. And so I'm trying to, in my shop, provide a really good quality product, like really nice paper. I say it all the time. I'm a huge paper snob. So I want nice paper. I want layouts that are available in multiple sizes because there's nothing worse than falling in love with a particular layout and it doesn't come in the size planner that you like to plan in. And if you are a tall or a venti kind of girl, meaning do you like the mini happy planner or do you like the big happy planner, it can be hard to find what you're looking for. So that's really frustrating. So I wanted to be able to provide all three, and then I wanted to be able to provide some layouts that we don't see other places. So that's where the bullet journaling layout came from. So here's the bullet journaling layout. It is bullet journal weeklies. In my head, as I was thinking through this layout, I thought, I don't know that people are going to want to use this week in and week out. So this might be something that they pull out every now and then to change things up. So I made each of the pages independent. Let me show you what I'm talking about. We're going to take a look first at the tall size. This, again, fits perfectly with a mini happy planner. I think it's a really fun kind of bullet journal size because it is smaller. Each of the pages are what I call independent, meaning each of the weeks, independent. Here is a look at the first week. So fun. You have the dot grid in the background so you can't, I'm looking. I don't have the dot grid size measured out. That's a really good question. Someone asked, the dot grid is different size on different sheets. It's kind of just proportional, so I don't have it particularly labeled or coming out. It looks like whatever 1/2 of a quarter inches. What is that? 0.125 is the distance in this particular one, and then we'll take a look at the others. Okay, so here's this layout. Dot grid on the front, dot grid in the backgrounds, excuse me, so that you can continue to draw your extra boxes. You might need the dot grid for writing purposes. But then on the back of this, it's dot grid again, meaning you could take just 1 week, pop it into your planner. You're not going to lose another week. They're kind of independent that way, which I love. If you are wanting to use this as an actual bullet journal, this also allows you to have extra space to do the bullet journaling pages. Let me show you. I'm way behind. The plan is to do some planner time after this because life has just been, it's been a life. It's been a little crazy. This is my setup for November. This is my my monthly setup. I just did this with my Patreon members last week on a live stream. And then on these pages, I'm going to want to do some bullet journal pages. I'm wanting to mark gratitude and wanting to do a de-stash challenge. Plan is to decorate these today. And then it goes straight into this particular week. So you can see these give you room to do other things, which I would love to hear from you all that are in and watching. What type of other things are you wanting to track in your planner? Like, I'm thinking gratitude, fitness is a big thing for me. I just like tracking fitness. It makes me feel good when I'm writing down what I'm exercising or what's happening. I love tracking weather. That's another good one. What else would you put in these in-between pages if you wanted to use the in-between pages? That is a question I'd love for you all to answer in the comments. So that was the first layout. Let's take a look. Here's layout number 2. Now, this is a variety pack style, meaning all of the layouts come in this pack to change it up. I've already had requests for some of you that really, really like a particular layout. And I think that's fabulous. And perhaps in the future, I can release packs with just one specific layout. Oh, a memory page with photos. Yes. Love that. A meal plan. Yes. I think having a reading journal, it would be another option that's incorporated into your regular month. Like, these are what I'm reading, this little summary of what I'm reading. That would be cool. If I were picking favorites, I think this layout might be my favorite. And I'll show you why in a minute, but I happen to like this layout a lot. Here's the other thing. These are all independent weeks. So if you do like a specific layout or you want to use one layout for a whole month, you can pick all of the weeks of that layout and put them all together. This has also been really functional. I've given this one a try. And then our last layout, so 5 different layouts to give you variety through the month. That is what it looks like in the weekly. The tall size. And then let's take a look actually for the weekly size. Let me just show you in my planner because I already have the weekly size. Oh my goodness, you guys. The grande size. A grande size on my site is the same as a classic sized planner. That would be 7 inches by 9.25. So here is layout number 1. Let me just take this out. So it's, a cleaning schedule would be good. How about a chore chart for kids? Yeah, different layouts. Yeah, different layouts are fun to play with. Okay, here's my layout for this week. So here's how I had it set up. You can see you can decorate it. You can decorate it with just pens. If you want to stick with just pens and do a more simplified version, that works as well. I obviously love the stickers. Love, love, love the stickers. So that's what I love to do. For here, this hasn't been filled out. It's been, like I said, a little crazy town. We're going to sit down with a second cup of coffee after this and get some things filled in. But this is the start of my layout for this week. I chose to divide up these boxes. I'm considering a daily to-do list for 2025, so I'm thinking this might work really nicely for that. So that's my first week. Here's a peek. Here's a peek as we go into another week. Now, here's what I did, or here's what you can do. I did have a question. Some people were saying, what if you don't want this? What if you're like, I don't have any reason to have that? What I would do is just adhere those 2 pages together. I would just take my little tape runner, put a little tape here, press those together, and then have it be like a traditional planner where the weeks are on the back of each other. Oh, a mood circle would be good. That's a good idea. This actually would work really well with the Kelva Plan Healthy Habits stickers. Just saying, just putting that out there. Here's a look at this spread. I love that you can have things up here. Love that. And I like a quad layout. I think it makes sense in my head. Love that. Here is another style, decorated, ready to go. Loving the different styles and layouts. Not all of these are filled out. Obviously, I'm decorating ahead this month. This one hasn't gotten done yet, but I do have some other examples that I made before. Here's one where I have, again, I feel like this one lends itself well to a to-do list, and then schedule within the boxes. The health ideas, you guys are really good. And you know what? Last week I had some like health things come up, and I literally was in the emergency room for myself, and I'm often so scattered. It was helpful to have a little bit of my information down in my planner when I was at the ER so that I could remember accurately some of the things that they were asking me. So it was nice to have it written down on paper so that I wasn't just trying to come up, you know, when you're flustered and it's hard to come up with the things that you need to come up with. It would be nice to have some of that information ready to go. It'd also be nice to use, I'm seeing Bonnie saying kids schedule school projects. Oh my goodness, my boys were having a little bit of a school struggle, I guess you'd say. So it'd be nice for me to have like a list for each of them, listing out the projects that they're working on. And I'm okay. Thank you guys for asking. Yes, doing better. It was just like I said, it's been a week, and sometimes it's just, that's how it is. So thank you very much. I'm doing better. Doctor's appointment, follow-ups, getting it all taken care of. So that is important. Let's check out another layout already decorated. I love this one. I like writing out my meals and my fitness. I'm not super detailed. When I'm tracking meals, we're talking like I had breakfast tacos. I'm not writing out all the little ingredients and stuff because I don't need it to be that detailed. This is just for me to focus. And like I put my weight stickers down here. So this is another option for how to use this. Symptom tracker is a wonderful. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So Bethany said that she could see needing it some weeks and not needing it some weeks. And so that I agree. It's like, it's nice having the option. And then if you don't need it, just put it together. If it bugs you, put it all back together. Love this one, you guys. This one makes me super happy. This decoration down the side of the page is just making me so happy. You know what I mean? It's so pretty. I just think there's so many fun so many fun ideas. I've had several Patreon members that have said they plan to use the bullet journal layout for their creative journal. This is a great layout too, by the way, this one, especially if you don't have a big, busy schedule. So this is like limited schedule space, but lots of habit tracking space. That's awesome. Oh, hand lettering practice. You guys, you're coming up with all the good ideas. Love that. Hand lettering practice is a fabulous idea. All the symptoms, all the health, all of the things you're loving. Maybe you're doing a no spend challenge. Maybe you want to combine. So that was the other idea I had. And this is, again, something that I'm thinking of for 2025. I like a Franken planner, which means I have a wellness section in my planner. I have a journal. You might have a financial part of your planner, like a budget part. What if that was all combined even more into like every month you set up a finance page, every month you have your wellness page, like it was in between pages. So that would be a wonderful opportunity as well. Those of you that do faith planning, maybe you're setting up your scripture list for the month, reading plan for the month. Maybe you're using the in-between pages as your actual faith study pages where you're taking notes. That would work really well. There's just I like the idea of the independent week. Several of my Patreon members that have been around, oh, doodle page, that's a good idea too. Oh my goodness, I feel like I need to save all of these ideas. You know what? I'm not even sure on a live stream if the chat gets saved, but I really hope it does, because these are fantastic ideas that we can all use. I'm super pumped to go get another cup of coffee and sit down and work on my planner a little bit. And add some of these pages, and then I'll share them over on Instagram with you guys to show you. Yeah, I think the faith thing would be cool because it would be all incorporated within your whole planner. So tons of ideas. Love the thought of the independent weeks. For now, I'm just going to do the independent weeks on these bullet journal layouts and then kind of go from there, because I have had some requests about am I gonna do it on other layouts. For now, we're just going to stick with this. So I can't wait to hear what you guys think. Now, someone did point out to me over on YouTube that this is not, strictly speaking, a pure bullet journal layout. Bullet journaling as a practice is a very detailed practice, and it was designed and talked about in a book that I don't know the name of that book offhand. So it's a different practice, and it's not necessarily this. This is like bullet journaling light. This is to give you the concept of working on dot grid pages, giving you a little bit of setup in advance, giving you some room to expand on your own. So no, this is not going to be the strict bullet journaling style, but it's a taste of it. And for us disc-bound planners, it's a fun thing to get to play with every now and then, even if you're not following all of the rules of bullet journaling as originally laid out when someone invented bullet journaling. Like most things, it has evolved over time. So this is just a different style for sure. Okay, so that is in my classic, and then of course you have it in the venti size. This is a big size for all of my planner friends that love a big planner, which I have several of you that have reached out and said, thank you for making things in the big size, because it can be hard to find. Let me just show you. I mean, they're all the same layouts, but sometimes they look a little different in the different sizes. This seems very ideal in the big size for a little bit more of a journaling. Cherie was saying that's what I meant. It was too involved. So Cherie was saying that she had tried to bullet journal before, and following the more strict way of doing it with all the rules can be a lot. It works so well for some people that follow all of the ins and outs of how to bullet journal. And I think everyone that does it kind of works it in their own way. But if it's too much for you, some of these pre-done layouts might work really well. How fun would it be to use this as a creative journal and like habit tracking? When this one came up, you did like a self-care week. Ryan Carroll, thank you, Robin. That's who I was trying to come up with. Yeah, and it really is a fabulous system, and I was told it was originally designed or works especially well for those with ADHD, not necessarily this pre-done system, but like creating your own version of the bullet journaling system can work really well if that is something that you are working with. So good to know, and you can definitely look up the book on bullet journaling, because I think you would probably, like anyone, would find it fascinating for sure. I know, look at all the Robins here hanging out. Okay, how fun would it be when this one came up in your creative journal week, that it was like a self-care week? So instead of habit tracking, you were doing self-care things for the week. That would be cool. I love what it looks like in the big. And I love this paper, you guys. Ryder Carroll, not Ryan Carroll. Thank you, Ryder Carroll. We can all look it up on, I'm sure you can get on Amazon, delivered to you tomorrow. I would imagine. Originally, when I did my first flip through, someone pointed out there was a typo on one of these pages. I think it was in, yeah, this page originally said Sundays and not Sunday. So that, Yeah, you could totally white out the habit tracker. Bonnie was saying you could white out the habit tracker and use it for all kinds of things. Yeah, like chores that you're doing on a daily basis, whatever it is, you could totally use that. This had a typo in my original video sharing this, and that has been fixed. That was a prototype. I went through every single one of them, took it out, replaced those pages with new pages, and so there should be no typos in the venti size. Just a heads up on that, just so you all know. But here it is. I'm excited about this. I love planning and I love finding a planner that works for me, but I also love experimenting because planning for me is not only a functional thing that helps me stay organized, but it is my creative outlet. So changing things up helps me to think more creatively, to try new things, and I would encourage you to try new things as well. So that was just a look at the new release. Again, it's available now. Patreon members, you can use your discount code to save 10% on your order, which is always helpful. There are some other fun things coming up in November over at the shop that I'm very excited about. Of course, I can't believe, I don't know if any of you remember, but it has officially been 1 year now. 1 year since I released my first planner inserts, which is crazy to me. Literally have sold thousands, which is just blows my mind. It's crazy. And I'm so thankful for all of you that have supported and that have tried out my planner inserts and the covers and the planner charms, all the goodness. I appreciate each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. It's crazy, and I feel like I have found like a happy little place where I can actually make a contribution to the planner community. So I'm pretty darn excited that these inserts have kind of taken off. So thank you very much. More fun things coming up in November. I do have some restocks on the way. Several of you have been asking. We have the venti dashboard coming, which is the big dashboard. We have horizontal coming and lined vertical coming, because those are currently sold out in the grande size. Several other restocks are coming as well. So those are coming. Some new surprises will be coming later in the month in celebration of the 1 year anniversary. So just stay tuned for those as well. But I will say, if you are interested in the bullet journal layout, my patrons bought plenty of the grande size. So especially if you're interested in this size, I would head over. Right now I have plenty of the venti size, and I think I'm doing pretty okay on the tall size. I think I'm doing pretty good on that, but the grande was going quickly, so just a heads up on that. And I do have it linked in the description box. So thank you so much. I hope you all have a fabulous day. I cannot wait to see what you all create with these inserts. I'd love it if you tagged me on Instagram or any of the places, so I can see what you create, because you guys are so creative and you inspire me all the time. So, all right, I'm gonna go get my cup of coffee and play with my planner and check my to-do list, because I feel like I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off. So it's time to sit down and get a little bit organized. I also hear yelling upstairs. So happy day off of school to me. All right. I hope you all have a fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.